Today I'd like to do a collaboration video that features a collection of emergency preparedness PDFs. Several years ago I did a video called My Bug Out Library, and for that particular video it covered the topic of what kind of documentation that you would want to have available to you in a bug out situation, things like the SAS survival guide, medical information, maps, and things like that. And back then I received a lot of PDFs from the audience on documentation that they wanted to contribute to it, and I obtained all of those. They had how-to documents, survival guides, first aid guides, government resource manuals, other types of manuals, and I just threw them all into a folder on my drive, and then I eventually put them on an e-reader to have in an emergency situation. After all, knowledge is the most important prep, even above any kind of gear or supplies. Over the past several weeks, I've been collaborating with a YouTuber who follows my channel named Bernie, otherwise known as Bionic. You've probably seen him in the comments section. And we've been working on a project related to digital emergency documentation organization. Bernie and I come from similar backgrounds. We are both family men. We work in the IT industry, and he lives in the Portland area while I live closer to the Seattle area. And so we've been collaborating remotely over the past several weeks using email and phone. So during my collaboration discussions with Bernie, I happened to remember that I had all of these PDF documents that I had obtained several years back, and I thought they might be able to be leveraged in the project that we're actively working on. So what I did was send over Bernie a large zip file that had all of the PDFs. Again, it wasn't organized in any kind of way. And what Bernie did was took his skills in the IT industry and created what's called a mind mapping of the documents to organize them. And so a few days back, I actually was in the Portland area, so I met up with Bernie in downtown Portland to discuss this project and some other ones. So let's move on now to downtown Portland to meet Bernie. And so what we've done is that Bernie has taken all those documents and organized them in a structured way that you could quickly access those documents to put on like an emergency e-reader or on your phone or just on a thumb drive to access for a survival situation or emergency situation. So like how did you kind of organize all those documents?
I stuck to a lot of your colors of prepping. I think that was a big help on being able to organize. Some of the documents you had were pretty dated, but then that's not a bad thing. Sometimes we find that some of the old traditional stuff that's out there is actually still good, and if not better than the current stuff. And then we have new stuff from the FEMA processes and whatnot, so that way at least you're familiar with what to expect when things happen.
Right now it's structured in a way that it's super easy for you. You can download it in the description box below. Just download the zip file, extract it out, and it's going to have all the documents organized by Bernie. And it's organized in a way that's categorized based off of like the prepping categories, and it's not color coordinated, but
not yet.
But based off of those type of categories. And so download that in the description box below. So what I've done is put all of these organized PDFs on an e-reader to have them available in my bug out bag in case of an emergency. I recently upgraded to the new Amazon Kindle, which is super lightweight, it's waterproof, and it displays PDFs very nicely. I even have it stored in a Faraday bag for EMP protection while it's in my bug out bag. It has a very long battery life at around a month, it has searchable keywords, and it's very lightweight compared to having a bunch of books and printouts of all of this documentation. I've also placed the PDFs on a micro SD card on my phone to use in an emergency. And I keep all of these devices charged using a USB power bank or even a solar panel during an emergency situation. So I'm sure a lot of you have other PDF documents that you think would be a good contribution to add to this type of structure of files then. So I provided instructions in the description box below. You can just check it out, and that'll provide information on how you can send those documents over to us, and we'll add it in to the organized list, and then we'll distribute out to the rest of the prepper community to be able to use for their own emergency purposes. So again, if you have some recommendations on documents, just leave them below. Right?
Sounds good. Yes.
Yeah. So special thanks to Bernie for putting together, organizing all of these PDFs that you can download in the description box. Just download the zip file, extract them out, and then you'll have a ton of information. It's about half a gig, right?
Yeah, so this is a lot of information.
It's going to be a long download, but it's hopefully worthwhile. Hopefully you never have to use it in an emergency situation. But put it on your e-reader, put it on your phone, just put it on a flash drive like this, and you should be set for a lot of different categories. So again, special thanks to Bernie. Thanks for doing that, man.
Yes, no problem.
And we're working on other projects. We have a lot to do. And so it's been fun just collaborating with like-minded preppers that are in the local areas.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool, so stay tuned for more videos.
Great. Thank you.
Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this collaboration video featuring Bernie, aka Bionic Madness, again, a YouTuber that's actively in the comment section of my videos. It was awesome being able to work with him on this. So leave your comments below in the comment section and make sure you download that zip file that's in the description box. It's a large zip file, so it's going to take a little bit of time to download, but it has all the PDFs that are organized using Bernie's bind mapping. And if you have any recommendations on additional PDFs that you think would be good additions to this collection of PDFs, I've included instructions in the description box below on how you could send those over. It'll get over to me, and then Bernie and I will organize them as best we can and then update the zip file. So again, leave your comments below in the comment section, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video featuring emergency preparedness PDFs. See you guys next time.